You know exactly what I'm talking about. That smell of bleach that never quite leaves your hands, no matter how many times you wash them, the way your lower back throbs right when you lay down at night, reminding you of every single bathtub you scrubbed, every floor you mopped, and every bed you made that wasn't yours. We are the ghosts in these big, beautiful houses. We come in, we make everything shine, we pick up the socks, we organize the chaos, and then we leave. And half the time, the owners don't even look us in the eye. To them, we are just the help. We are invisible. But I want to talk to you today about something else that is invisible. It's the secret I kept hidden for a long time. It's the reason why, even though I was making minimum wage and relying on tips, I stopped waking up in a cold sweat about my rent. The title of this video says, "Don't let your boss see this." And I mean that, because the moment they see you getting smart with your money, the moment they see you building a safety net, the dynamic changes. They like us desperate. They like us needing that next shift, that next $20 bill. It makes them feel secure. But today, we are going to flip the script. I'm Sarah, and if you are tired of cleaning mansions while worrying if you'll have a roof over your own head next month, you are in the right place. I've been where you are. I remember driving my beat-up sedan to a client's house in the wealthy, a part of town, praying my gas light wouldn't come on because I didn't have $5 to put in the tank until I got paid that afternoon. I remember looking at their granite countertops and their stainless steel fridges full of food they threw away, and feeling a mix of anger and sadness. How is it fair? We work our bodies to the bone, literally destroying our knees and our backs, and we have nothing to show for it but a handful of cash and a tired spirit. But here's the truth that changed my life. We actually have an advantage. Yes, you heard me right. As housekeepers, as nannies, as home health aides, we deal with something those people in the corporate offices don't. We often deal with cash, we deal with daily pay. And if you know how to use that, if you know the invisible wealth method I'm going to show you, you can build a wall of security around your family faster than someone making double your salary who waits 2 weeks for a paycheck. This isn't about asking for a raise, though you probably deserve one. This isn't about working more hours until you collapse. This is about taking the money you already have in your pocket right now, that money from today's cleaning, and giving it a job before it disappears. We call it the trap. You get cash, you spend cash, you stay broke. But it's a cycle designed to keep us down, but I broke out of it. I used a system that turned my messy purse full of crumbled bills into a down payment on a house. I'm not joking, a house, me the cleaning lady. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I did it. I'm going to show you the envelope trap you need to avoid and the specific way I organized my tips so that my rent was paid 2 weeks early every single month. This is my money secret. It's not complicated math, it's survival. And it starts with changing the way you look at that cash in your hand. At the end of the day, are you ready to stop being invisible and start building your own empire? One crumpled $20 bill at a time. Let's get to work. Let's get real about why this is so hard. When you work a normal 9-to-5 job, you get a paycheck every 2 weeks. You learn to wait. But when you clean houses, or you wait tables, or you do hair, you often walk out the door with cash in your hand every single afternoon. And that cash, it is dangerous. It burns a hole in your pocket. I call it the rich for an hour syndrome. You finish a brutal 6-hour deep clean, your body aches, you are starving, and you have $150 cash in your pocket. What do? You stop for fast food on the way home. You buy the kids a treat because you feel guilty for being gone. You fill up the gas tank all the way instead of just putting in what you need. By the time you get home, $40 is gone. It doesn't feel like a lot. It feels like you deserve it. And you do deserve it, but that is exactly what keeps us trapped. The system loves it when we spend our hard-earned money on little comforts that disappear in 10 minutes. I used to do this every day. I treated my purse like an ATM. If I had cash, I had money. If I didn't have cash, I was broke. There was no plan, just a daily scramble. My boss, the lady with the big house, she doesn't think like that. Her money is invisible. It goes into accounts, investments, automatic payments. She never touches it. And that is why she stays rich while we stay tired. So here's the secret method I started using. I call it the ghost money rule. The rule is simple. Cash does not exist until it is processed. When a client hands you cash or you get your tips. You do not spend a single penny of it while you are out. No stopping for soda, no stopping for burgers. You drive straight home. You have to pretend you have $0 on you. This requires discipline, I know. It hurts when you are hungry and tired, but you have to treat that cash like it is radioactive. Once I got home, I had a system waiting for me on my kitchen counter. I didn't have a fancy safe. I had 3 old coffee cans, just empty tin cans I washed out. This was my bank. The first can was marked, The Wolf. This is the most important one. The wolf is the rent, the lights, the heat, the things that will eat you alive if you don't feed them. Every single day, before I took off my shoes, I put 50% of my earnings into the wolf can. No math, just half. If I made $100, $50 went to the wolf. The second can was marked, The Ladder. This is your way out. This is your emergency fund, your car repair fund, your I need new shoes fund. I put 30% in there. And the third can, that was me. That was the remaining 20%. That was for groceries, for gas, for that burger I wanted earlier. By splitting it up immediately, physically separating the bills, I stopped looking at $100 as spending money. Suddenly, I only had $20 to spend. It changed my brain. You see, when you mix all your money together in your wallet, you think you can afford things you can't. You think, I have plenty for rent, so you spend a little here and there. And then the end of the month comes, and you are short. Again, by using the coffee cans, I was paying my rent every single day. Little by little, I wasn't scrambling on the first of the month. I looked at the wolf can, and I saw the stack of bills growing. It gave me peace. It gave me control. And the best part, my boss had no idea. She thought I was just the cleaning lady living day to day. She didn't know I was building my own safety net right under her nose, using the cash she handed me. But there is a catch. There is a huge mistake that almost everyone makes when they start doing this. It's a mistake that can wipe out your ladder can in one bad weekend. I fell for it twice before I learned my lesson. And if you have kids, this next part is going to hit close to home because it uses our own love against us. Let me tell you how to protect yourself from the guilt tax. The guilt tax is real. It's what happens when you walk through the door at 7 at night, your knees are locked up, you smell like other people's trash, and your kids are looking at you with those big eyes. You feel terrible. You feel like you missed their day. You feel like a bad mom. So what do? You reach into that me can, or even the ladder can, and you order pizza. You buy them that toy they asked for. You try to buy their forgiveness with the little money you have. I did this for years. I was bleeding money because I felt guilty for working so hard to support the people I was spending. The money on it makes no sense. But we all do it. You have to stop. Your kids don't need the pizza. They need a mom who isn't stressed out of her mind about eviction. I had to sit my kids down and explain the cans. I told them we are on a mission. I made them part of the team. We started making cheap dinners together. Pancakes at night, grilled cheese. It wasn't fancy, but we were together. And suddenly, the money stayed in the can. The guilt went away because I was being honest with them. Now, a safety warning. Do not keep thousands of dollars in coffee cans in your kitchen forever. That is dangerous. If you get robbed or there is a fire, you lose everything. The coffee cans are just the holding zone. Once the wolf can hits $500, or whatever your rent portion is, you take it to the bank. And I know, walking into a bank with a stack of 1s, 5s, and 20s feels embarrassing. You feel like the teller is judging you. You feel small. Let them look. Let them judge. When I walked up to that teller window with my stack of small bills that smelled like cleaning spray, I held my head high. I told myself, this is not change. This is my freedom. That teller doesn't know you just scrubbed 3 toilets to get that money. And honestly, it's none of their business. Your business is making sure that money lands in your account so your bills are paid on auto pay. Don't let your boss see you sweat. When you go back to work tomorrow, you clean that house. You do a good job. You take their money. But in your head you smile because you know something they don't. You know that you aren't just the help anymore. You are the CEO of your own life. You are managing your finances better than half the people living in those big houses with their credit card debt. Start today. Go find 3 jars, 3 cups, 3 envelopes, whatever you have, label them The wolf, the latter me. Split that cash the second you walk in the door. Stop being invisible to yourself. I'm Sarah. If this video helped you, if you're ready to stop just surviving and start building, hit that subscribe button. I've got a lot more secrets to share, and we are going to get through this together. Go count your cash. I'll see you in the next one.